What's up, everybody? Okay, this episode was fucking crazy, funny crazy, but in a good way. Um, Duke, Duke Lavery gets on my absolute nerves. I cannot stand Duke. I don't get the point of him holding Robin hostage. Like, what is the purpose behind this dumbass plot? Hopefully, he reveals why he's doing this seriously, because I'm not understanding why he's doing this. This don't make no sense. Um, it was good to see Kimberly McCullough today. That's my girl. The flashbacks of Robin at the ball and when she was little, that was great. I was so happy when she took the chair and knocked that fucking nurse out. That doctor, the nurse, whatever she is, she knocked her out. That shit was funny. I knew Robin was gonna do that because I know Robin is sick and tired of them holding her ass hostage, and I'm glad that she didn't lose her memory or anything like that. She remembered who she was and her daughter, her husband. I'm glad she remembered all that. Um, so hopefully they're about to stop this stupid, dumb situation, this storyline. This is the way I see the storyline ending. They find out what Duke is doing. Robin comes home. She reunites with Patrick and Emma. Her, Patrick, Emma leave the country. Well, they leave Port Charles to take a family vacation, and they're gone for a while. I would like to see that happen. I would love her to come back full time, but I'm sure that's probably not what Kimberly McCullough wants to do right now. But that's a perfect ending if she don't want to come back. Well, not really an ending, but it's like an "I'll see you later" type thing, like where she just leaves town and come back. When she's ready. That'll be cool. Um, Maxie. Maxie was too just funny on this episode. How she just came in, telling Star and Trey that they pretty much gotta go. Talking about only one of y'all could stay. I'm like, this chick. Maxie never ceases to amaze me. Like, seriously, with her attitude, she is just crazy, but in a good way. Um, this heifer tried to flip a coin to choose which one of them is gonna stay in the apartment with her. That was just dumb. There's something I want to know though. Star, she no longer have a job. She doesn't work for the Hornet Star anymore. She's not singing there anymore. Trey never had a job except for that Mob Princess crap, which never made any money. He has no savings. He has no money. So who the hell was paying the rent at that apartment or the utilities? Because I know Todd wasn't giving Star no money because she wanted to do everything on her own. So who the hell was paying for that place? Trey didn't have any money. So how the hell was he earning his keep around here? I don't understand that. Who the fuck was paying their bills? I know Maxie was still paying the rent on the apartment because she was still the tenant at the apartment, but she subleased her apartment to them, which means they have to pay her the rent so she can pay the rent for all of them to actually stay at that apartment, so she wouldn't lose the apartment. Who the fuck was paying the bills there then? Because Trey and Star don't have jobs, so who paying the bills? I don't know. These soap operas is crazy. Okay, this is what I'm not liking about Star and Trey, this bonding situation. If they continue to bond and have fun like this, I could see Michael getting hurt in the end by Star. I could really see this, like where she might fall for Trey and start having feelings for him, and then it's gonna be some little dumbass love triangle between Michael, Star, and Trey. Christina gonna get pissed and start gunning for Star, and I could just definitely see this playing out. Because this is how it kind of looking like it's about to play out, and I would hate to see Michael hurt like that. He's been through enough in his life. Getting out of prison and him losing Abby. And, once he lost Abby, that was difficult for him. So, you know, I know how it is. Like, it's just fucked up for him. Like, and I would hate for Star to break his heart. I would sincerely hate that. That would totally suck. Um, so that would suck. Like, seriously, that would completely and utterly suck. But anyway, in other situations, okay, everybody know I don't like Elizabeth Weber. We all know this. I can't stand that tack-headed bitch. I'm sorry, but I just don't like this trick. But I must say, in today's episode, her and Sabrina's scenes were pretty good. Like, they were actually good scenes. You know, it was seeing Liz in a normal way, you know, not being all desperate and looking for a man's attention. She was actually nice. I still don't like her because of the Jason and Sam debacle. Probably never will, but I can give her a compliment every now and then when she does something nice or she is in a nice scene. But I do think that they do need to change her character in a very drastic way. Um. Anyway, I think they do need to bring the nurse's ball back. I don't get how the fuck the hospital don't have money to fund the nurse's ball. How they don't have the money to do that? How? Sonny, Carly, Jax, Nicholas, the Quartermains, they all millionaires. Jax, I think, is a billionaire. He's contributed, they all donated to that hospital for years. Millions of dollars to that hospital years. Jax, Tracy, Nicholas, Edward, they all were board members at that hospital. How y'all don't got the funds? How much money could it possibly cost to host a nurse's ball for one night? How much money could that possibly cost? I know it ain't gonna cost around no million. Depending if they want to go over, you know, it depends on how flashy they want the party to be, then I can see it costing $1 million. But for a party like a nurse's ball, it should only cost probably a couple grand, maybe $100,000 to $200,000 at best. So how y'all ain't got the money to do it? Like, seriously. And I know they not gonna blame it on that insurance because of that fire that broke out at General Hospital, you know, with Robin and stuff like that in the lab. Don't they got insurance for that? So I know they didn't have to come out of pocket for that. I'm just saying they should have the funds for the nurse's ball this year. Lucy Coe. I can't wait for Lucy Coe. I knew somebody was gonna mention Lucy Coe. I knew it. And when Elizabeth mentioned Lucy Coe, I was like, that's everybody's red flag that Lucy is. It's a foreshadow of Lucy coming back. Because whenever they normally mention somebody, boom, they coming back. But we already knew Lucy Coe was coming back. So of course they had to have Elizabeth mention the chick. So you know. Before I go on, I want to thank everybody actually for giving me a little history lesson on Lucy Coe because I wasn't too familiar with her character. So thank you for that, letting me know. All I knew about Lucy Coe was that she was Scott Baldwin's ex-wife, and I know that she's currently married to, I think, a guy named Tom or something like that. I think that's who they said she's been married to him from 2001 to present, so to currently. So that's all I really knew about her. I didn't really know too much about her because, you know, I was on and off with General Hospital for a few years, but I wasn't really up on every character on the show. So anyway, Ellie, that's my girl. Like, I love her and Spinelli. But I think I like them more as friends because they're too much alike to be a couple. And I'm sure Spinelli don't really want to date somebody that's identical to him. I'm sure he don't want to do that. I think it's cool that they're hanging out, but I think they're better suited as being BFFs. I think that would be the perfect solution. I could definitely see Spinelli, Ellie, and Maxie hanging out, but I can only see Spinelli and Ellie as besties. That's all I can see them as BFFs. I see him more with Maxie because he understands Maxie in a way nobody else does. He tolerates Maxie. He's the only one that could put up with her crazy shit. So, and she, you know, understands Spinelli in a way. They just go hand in hand. They complement each other. You know, they complement each other. You know, in a perfect way. They're perfect for each other. They make a hell of a couple. I think they got the potential to be a super couple in this show. Spinelli and Maxie. I cannot wait for Ellie and Maxie to be roommates together. I know that shit gonna be funny. I can't wait. I wonder how they. I think they might redecorate that apartment. I would love to see a splash of Maxie and a splash of Ellie in their decor. I would love to see that shit just mixed together. I would love to see that. That's gonna be a ball. Um. Okay. Let me talk about this Lulu Dante adoption situation because I could see where this is gonna go. As everybody know, if you watch the episode today, you know that the adoption application, you know the people from the adoption agency want to know about their background. You know their extended family, which means the Corinthoses, the Spencers, and the Falconeries. They want to know about their entire family. Um, I think Dante was a little naive and a little wrong when he said that those people are not going to care about their family background, like their family, you know, what they do for a living or what they did in the past. Hello, they are going to care about that. They're going to care about the fact that both Lulu and Dante have criminals for fathers. They are going to care that both Lulu and Dante have two mentally ill mothers. They're gonna care about that, and they're gonna want to look into Lulu's past because, mind you, 4 years ago, back in 2008, she had a brief moment in Shady Brook. So she had a mental illness a little bit herself. I don't know if it was mental illness or anything, but you remember she was having hallucinations. You know, she was seeing Logan Hayes after he died. Remember, her mother was in the same Shady Brook. You know, her room was across from Lulu's. And Lulu was hallucinating that she was talking to Laura. Remember that? That Laura was awake, but she actually wasn't. So that might, I think all of that stuff is well documented. So I'm sure they're going to find out about that. The fact that Sonny's a mob boss, well, an alleged mob boss, I say alleged because in the court of law, he's recognized as a coffee importer, not a mob boss. The court have not proved that he's a mob boss, so that's why everybody say alleged. But we all know the truth, of course. And Luke is a con artist, wanted in many different countries on multiple crimes. So, you know, especially fraud is one of those crimes. So, and I'm sure he never filed taxes, of course. But I think I already know what Lulu about to do. That's why she deleted and started over the entire application. Because I think she's going to lie about the application. I think she's going to put a bunch of false information about the application, I think she's going to put that Sonny is a coffee importer, which he is a legit coffee importer. In the eyes of the law, he is a coffee importer, not a mob boss. She could put that Luke is a retired bar owner. She could put that. So, you know, the rest, I don't know. But she could just, I'm sure she's going to lie, which is probably going to come back and bite her in the ass. Anyway, Dante should be a little concerned about Duke. Because why is Duke so, like, shouldn't they be suspicious about why Duke is so concerned about the shooting on the pier? That's a clue. Oh, John McBain. I haven't even talked about Sam and John McBain yet. I'll start that now. I'm not comfortable with John McBain all up in Danny's face every time I look. He's all staring up in that little boy's face. Like, seriously. You're not his father. You're Liam's father. Go play daddy to Liam and leave Danny the fuck alone. Like, he has a father. His father, his biological parents are Sam and Jason Morgan. Jason and Sam Morgan. Those are his parents, not Sam Morgan and John McBain. So John, stop trying to play stepdaddy or daddy to that little boy. He has a father who's still alive. Because I'm sure he is. Sam hit a good point. No body means that he's still alive. I'm sorry for everybody that feels like John McBain is a good fit for General Hospital. I just don't think he is. I don't like him on the show because he doesn't fit with this cast. Maybe as a recurring character, you know, just popping in every couple months maybe, but not as a regular. I just don't see it. I think he's better in Landview, mixing it up with the Buchanans, the Lords, the Mannings, well, whoever, the Delgados. He's better in Landview, not Port Charles. I'm just saying. Sam, but I do agree. Sam, right now, she needs to focus all her attention on Danny. That's her number one focus, and I think that's who her attention should go to, not finding Jason right now, because I'm sure Jason will come back in due time. But anyway, everybody have a great day. Go out, vote, do what y'all gotta do.